Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. It's your girl Jazz, and today I am reviewing another cordless iron, and it is with Sunbeam today. So we're gonna check it out. Hopefully make this short and sweet and simple. For starters, it runs about 40 bucks, which is about average for an iron, at least I think. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't bought one in quite some time outside of this. But I believe that sounds about right. One of my great followers also brought to my attention that this item would be absolutely great for crafters and, you know, seamstress and things like that, especially considering the fact that it's cordless and it's actually made a little bit more narrow to get into harder to reach spaces. At least that's what it's saying according to the box. All right, let me get out the instructions, which I completely forgot to get. Of course, they're buried in here, so you can see any great features that we can find on this. Tip: Sunbeam tests each iron at the factory to ensure they function correctly. The test may leave a small, harmless amount of water within the water reserve. Good to know. So I'm like, did I get a used one? No. Let's see. So it has an anti-calcium system inside, which I'm pretty sure that's very helpful. So we don't have to worry about calcium buildup. It does have a shot of steam feature for steaming. Allows iron to function vertically as a garment steamer. Refer to special features section. A shot of steam feature provides an extra burst of steam to help remove stubborn wrinkles. No, we're not talking about your face either. That would just burn. One of the downsides I would say about the cordless iron, at least this one in particular, because I'm reading it right here on the top, is that if you're traveling, you're going to need to take this with you because this is the only way it's going to reheat the iron. So unfortunately, you're not able just to travel with the iron because that's less stuff that you have to worry about. Although, I mean, it's not too much extra. But you can use it instead of having to 100% wait till it heats up and then disconnect it. You can actually just iron as it's heating up. Switch, keep iron on the heel rest of the heating base when not ironing. So it does have an anti-drip system, the spray mist feature to spray mist button firmly. We're going to start out with filling this with water. And it did not come, I'll double check, anything about a little cup to pour the water in. So let's just hope I don't make a mess. And there is a mark over here where it says to fill it up to. I'm going to flip it around once I'm done pouring, of course. Got an air bubble in there. I know you guys are probably kind of confused as to why it's laying down. Based off the instructions, this is exactly how you're supposed to fill it. And unfortunately, it does get air bubbles, so you got to pour very carefully. As you can see, it's easier said than done. And I'll actually prove to you another reason why you know, if you haven't watched any of my videos, you guys know that I'm not very great at reading instructions. But based off the way this is made too, it shows that the fill line is right here, which is actually on the other side too, but I didn't see it. So that's how, another reason why I know I don't fill it this way. I fill it where it's flat, which Yes, I agree. That is weird. All right, so we have it filled up. Made a lot of minimal mess. Yes, I did say a lot and minimal at the same time. We're going to set it up. Actually, I have a towel here, so I'm going to wipe this down, which it looks like it's already nice and damp for us. And turn it on. There is a light here, and based off that light, I believe it means it's charging. So let's double check this information. So the green light indicates that the iron is maintaining the correct level temperature. So we're going to see it turn green. If it's blinking red, the light indicates the iron is no longer at the appropriate temperature and needs to be returned to the heating base. And yellow light indicates that the iron is losing heat and should be returned to the heating base. So here it is, green. As you can see, but I did set it kind of low for synthetics. Actually, I'm going to set it for silk. And I have my heat off, or not heat, my mist off. So that was quick to change the temperature. I have a satin pillow, which is probably the closest thing that we're going to have to silk. And of course, I don't have that many wrinkles. Go figure, but we're going to just go ahead and test it out regardless. So we're going to go ahead and attempt to iron this. I might be a little rusty ironing, but we're going to test this out. I haven't ironed in, a while. I'm used to just throwing it in the dryer and calling it a day. So much easier. So we're going to test this out. So it's not too warm. I mean, it's not too hot, so I can obviously touch it. I always wanted to get those little suckers out. Today might be my day. It does have a 3-way auto shut off as well. If you leave it, I think, face down like this for 15 seconds, it's going to automatically turn off. If it's vertical, I believe it's 15 minutes. But let me double check the numbers, because I only seen it for a split second. Okay, horizontal without moving it or accidentally tipping it over, it will automatically shut off after 30 seconds. The light turns red and auto shut activates and blinks. Vertical, as it's resting on the heel, which is this device, is the corded part of it. Without moving it, the iron will automatically turn off after 15 minutes. So I got the numbers backwards. The light turns red when auto off activates and blinks. It'll take 30 minutes if it's vertical and 15 seconds if it's horizontal. I think something like that. I know it's 15 and 30, so one's 15 seconds, one's 30 seconds. I'm not sure which. Just remember 15 and 30. Ironing makes me sleepy. What can I say? Alright, so I don't see any trouble getting out any of the wrinkles, at least. Seems like it's going nice and smooth. Although I do have lumps, which I've had them since I've bought this, and I'm not sure where they're coming from. How do I get them? Anybody have any tips or advice? I greatly appreciate it. Although it's probably my kicked up drool, which you guys probably didn't need to know that. So there we go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Alright. Because I'm going to steam it here. So we're going to try a different shirt. This is more of a polyester blend, I think. At least it's stretchy enough to be. And I think I found out I have some holes in here from my co-host, which is mad at me because I wouldn't let him be right here in front and center today. He's being a grump. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and try this again. Okay, sorry. Let me not do that before I get flagged on this video. So synthetics, I probably should have done it a little bit warmer, or I guess actually cooler, but oh well. Seems to be working out just fine, with the exception of the water being absorbed right here. Disregard this little puddle right here. It's from when I was pouring and excess water came out because it bubbled up. We can just dry it off, right? It seems like all the wrinkles are coming out very nicely. No trouble with it at all. With the exception of lint everywhere. So you can see the kind of before and after of the wrinkles on this one. Well, that works. Again, wrinkle. So we're gonna try, instead of doing another shirt, let me do a jeans. Actually, no. Let me go ahead and do the shirt. Ironing is not my forte. Let me just say that. So I'm going to turn it up to probably cotton, which I think this might be a little bit of cotton. Which are you? 55% cotton, so that'll work. So that way I can use some of the steam on it and see exactly how well that works. Alright, so it's green. Ooh, there we go. So that's the steamer part that I'm doing right there, in case y'all are wondering. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and try and get out some of these stubborn wrinkles. Just to go in the laundry basket after this video. And I'm not exaggerating on that part either. Alright. Looks like it came out nicely. I'm not even really having to press on the iron either heavily to get these wrinkled out. And of course we have more of the water from earlier. That's just me going over the wet spots, so I'm not burning anything, you guys. I promise I'm not. Alright, and that's it. How nicely it came out. And again, I didn't have to really press hard on it. Depending on the video, it may look like I'm pressing hard on it, but I promise I'm not. So, last but definitely not least, we're going to try some jeans. Or jeggings. I think they're jeggings. I'm pretty sure my parents would be very happy to see me ironing. I try to avoid it like the plague. Anytime I see them iron, can you iron this for me? My mom always gave me the side eye. She still does. Alright, so let's go ahead and hopefully knock out some of these wrinkles. I do know that this is going to be a little bit of a difficult spot, but I'm not worried about that too much. Because of course I can put the ironing board in between the jeans, or in between the leg of the jeans, to get it out. To perfectly get it out, should I say. Easy peasy. That's it. It works. Iron that works. Alright, and that's it. So it definitely works. I'm going to do one more for the steamer. Okay, so now that I've demonstrated on how to use a normal iron, I'm going to redo this wrinkly shirt that I crumpled up. and do it without. So I'm going to have to cool down the iron to, where's it at? The synthetics. Turn off the steam. We're going to try this one more time. Clearly, I wasn't thinking it's a cordless iron, because otherwise, why would I review an iron? Unless there's something spectacular about it. Alright, so it's not telling me that it's changing temperatures. I'm still getting the green light, so we're just going to go ahead and go for it. I'm going to leave it for 15 seconds until it starts blinking. Or something burns. I'll find out. Oh wait. Well, it said that actually on this episode, oh, for 15 seconds. Or 30 seconds. Yeah, 30 seconds. 15 minutes, 30 seconds. Oh, see, there we go. Now we're getting the orange light. And apparently it needs to go back on to the charger already. That's quick. Is the temperature's changing too quickly? That's weird. But I do like the fact that it does have notifications of what to do when. Alright, so I'm going to put it back on the charger, which it's now telling me that it definitely needs to go on the charger because it is blinking. So we're going to set it on there for a minute. And then I'm going to try that again because that seemed pretty quickly to change to, it needs to be on the base. And if that's the case, I'm not sure how I feel about this. Might as well use a regular iron. Okay, so yellow indicates that the iron is losing heat and should be returned to the heating base. Blinking red light indicates that the iron is no longer the appropriate temperature. It needs to be returned. That changes quick then. That's really quickly. So I'm waiting for it to turn green again and we're gonna test it out one more time. And that's just on the synthetics too, which is kind of the lower temperatures. That's odd. I'm gonna pause the video for a minute and let it warm up. As you can tell, it's been on there, like, I probably paused the video for maybe 10 seconds. Or the recording, should I say. So now it's back to green again, and we're gonna test this out to see how long it takes before it goes orange again. And like I said, this is one of the lower settings, so I'm kind of surprised that it went to orange so quickly, because it was losing heat. And it's not easy to iron a shirt when it's very loose, because it's not staying in place. Alright. Oh, see, there it goes. Now it's already on there again, so 30 seconds. It needs to be put back on the charger. So you're only able to iron for 30 seconds before it starts losing heat. Maybe a minute. I'm bad with my timing. But it did go back to green quickly this time. So I've got one more spot. Let's see if I can iron that. And then I'm going to move on to doing the shirt again. So I'm gonna leave the silk for the steamer. And I know I'm not doing the best ironing, you guys, so I do know how to iron, but I'm not used to ironing sitting down either. So I kind of adjust a little bit. And yeah, so it takes maybe a minute before it's losing heat again. That's pretty quickly. All right, I'm gonna try it with, take it up to cotton again. So it is a red light. And we're gonna do this shirt once again, except we're gonna do the other side, since we know for a fact that one hasn't been ironed. while it warms up. It's warmed up now. We're going to try it again. And I do need to turn on the steam and try it out. I'm curious to know if it'll take just about the same amount of time to cool down as a previous setting or not. Because as of right now, I'm not too thrilled with how quickly it loses heat and how quickly you have to put it back on the charger. You really can't leave the house without that. Okay, so I can at least do the majority of the side of the shirt. Nope. And it needs to be charged again. It's only lasts about 30 seconds. That's kind of disappointing. You might as well, I guess if you're into crafts and you're only using it for a second or two, but if you're trying to do an entire shirt, especially long sleeve, you're gonna have to take breaks in between and see how long it takes to reset. So about 5 seconds to, it's about, probably takes twice as long. It lasts twice as long as it does to charge. So, I mean, I don't know how I feel about this one. Just because it's so quick to lose its heat. Like I said, about 30 seconds to a minute. But we're going to try and steam this shirt and see if we can get some wrinkles out. Luckily, the shirt takes no time to get all wrinkly. So here it is, all wrinkled up again. And pretty much what you're going to do is use this burst or shot, however you want to call it, to steam it out. And you're supposed to wait 20 seconds, but I don't see any steam coming out unless I have it on the wrong one. Let me double check this real quick. There are actually two settings right here. One for, I guess, a little bit of steam versus the, I guess, double shot. But I have it on the highest setting. We're going to test this out once again. I don't see any steam from it really, do you guys? Oh, there it goes. Now it's coming out. Okay, so there it goes. It's coming out more. See the wrinkles coming out. So you're going to have to wait about 20 seconds in between bursts though. The downside is, again, you're going to have to recharge it because that's what it's telling me to do right now. But it does work, as you can see, with the before and after, with the wrinkles. I'm not too fond of this iron. And the main reason is because if I want to use it cordless, I only have about a minute to use it before I have to put it back on the base. That's kind of defeats the whole purpose. I might as well just go ahead and have it corded and be done with it if it's going to last that long. What are your opinions on that? How do you feel about it? Other than that, the iron works great. Maybe if you're doing with crafts or something like that and you only did it for a little bit, it could work. But if you're actually doing, you know, ironing, you know, pants, shirts, and things like that, I don't think it's going to be as effective using it cordless, which in that case kind of defeats the purpose of having cordless iron. So make sure that you subscribe so that way you can see the comparison video between the Sunbeam Cordless iron and the Power XL iron, cordless iron and steamer. Hopefully I can get your questions in before I do the comparison video. If not, I will definitely answer them as much as I can throughout just regular commenting like I do with other comments. So make sure that you subscribe to Jazzy Reviews as well as my other YouTube channel, Jazzyfoodz. And if you have any suggestions on other things that I should review, please let me know. I'm more than happy to add them to the list. I'm trying to stick to technology on this channel, and then food obviously for the other channels. So any suggestions on either categories would be great. And of course I will give you a shout out whenever I do the video. So again, make sure that you subscribe. In the meantime, stay tuned and stay jazzy. Thanks for watching, guys.